Hello, Lacrosse friends, and welcome to the final round-robin game of the 2022 World Under-18 Lacrosse Championship here at RiverWorks in Buffalo. This is the one a lot of people are waiting for. The 2-0 Canada with the ball in their possession with their red jerseys, black shoulder caps, going right to left, and having the first illegal pick of the game. The tone has been set. Going the other way, the Haudenosaunee wearing their white with the purple and gold trim. And this is Jamison Bucktooth, who has been sensational as usual. This man is a sensation. He is something to watch. And the Haudenosaunee with their first possession, not able to generate a shot, so Canada will get the ball and head back onto the offense. The starting goaltenders in this game for the Haudenosaunee, who will be facing the shot right here, it is Rugs Daibo, number 30. And Canada's going to try and get a ball towards him. They pass it off to Nathan Jones, who ducks underneath. He gets flattened. Ball is stripped, and away comes Trace Hill and Haudenosaunee. But we're going to have an illegal pick coming out of the zone, and Canada will get the possession back. It is in the stick of Trent Moradian, who started off the tournament very well, had to sit out Canada's second game with a bit of a knee injury or leg injury, and dinged something up. They figured precautionary to sit him out against Poland, and he is back and will be a big factor. He had 4 goals in Canada's first game. Moradian going to the net, shovels it over. There's a shot and goal. Nathan Jones gets Canada off to a hot start, a minute and a half in. They go up 1-0 on the rip from the top. Moradian on the board as well as he gets the assist on that goal. The face-off dot. Aubrey Tallchief rips it back behind him after he tears it out of the face-off circle. But it is still scrummed, and Canada's going to come away with it. Ball scooped up there by Hayden Hiltz. It's the cutting Lucas Fraser, who'll peel back out. Fraser's been dynamite in transition for Canada. Hiltz is staying up for an offensive shift. Might just be a forward now. First game he really played a defensive role, and a lot more up front last time. We'll see how it plays out here. And there is Liam Deach, Canada's player of the game in their second contest. We had scored like all the Canadians did in that Poland game. Also really good on the loose balls with a finish there by Mason Loma. And it's 2-0. Canada off to the hot start. Important for them. Haudenosaunee with possession off into the offensive zone. Ball is just a Bucktooth Jr. He hands it over, and here comes Dalen John Hill. Just had a chat with his mom out in the stands, and was talking to Vince Hill, who now I'm thinking probably grandpa of Dalen John Hill. Very good young team. Hill with the shot from the outside. That's a little wide past the leg of Canadian starter Ethan Robertson. He and Nathan Whittam have been alternating halves every game. We were talking earlier about how they were the 8th and 9th overall picks in the midget draft in Ontario, coming out of midget. Robertson going to Six Nations. Whittam going to Mimico, but playing this summer with Allura Mohawks, getting to the Ontario Junior B East Finals, where they lost a tight 5-game series to Windsor. Here's Trent Moradian, watched by John Hill. Sorry, Aubrey Tallchief. Back a little underhand shot there from Carter McKay. That's going to take off down the floor. And Hodo Martin gets a chance. Martin has been spectacular for the Haudenosaunee. Gets a chance there using his speed, but turned aside by Robertson. Here's a chance for Meridian. He is stopped. There's a big save from Daibo. And Kenny Porter moves into the offensive zone. Penalty coming to Canada. Probably a too many men. We've had a ton of illegal substitution calls in the tournament. Jamison Bucktooth. That shot was high, and he was flattened from behind by Lucas Fraser. Canada probably lucky not to get another penalty. Fraser, which easily could have been a check from behind or an illegal cross check. Oh, it's a check from behind. Oh, maybe there are two calls coming. Okay, it is. So illegal substitution. That'll be served by Canada's in-home, who is Dawson Battersby. And then Lucas Fraser. Oh, no, they're giving a check from behind to Marcus Byzantine. So, boy, they could have had 3 penalties. Yeah. So just like that, the Haudenosaunee, who trail 2-0, go up 5-on-3. That is a lot of space to give this talented club. Bucktooth goes backdoor, didn't quite connect directly, but then he'll bury it as it zoops back around. Arrow Booth was on the back door. They tried for the quick stick. He double clutched because he knew he didn't have it cleanly, and they wind up moving it around, and about a second and a half later, Jamison Bucktooth connects. Bucktooth, who was the player of the game for the Haudenosaunee in their first game, and he is absolutely lighting it up. 2 games played. Got 8 goals and 5 assists. Actually, the stats aren't even in for their first game. Those 8 goals and 5 assists were just from their second game. He was also player of the game in the first game, so you can see how many points he's got. But Canada wins the face-off and scores on the breakout. What a shot by Liam Deep. Scoops it up, goes in, finds a spot 5-hole, and gets the short-handed connection. This is an electric start to this game. Cooper Joyce for Canada taking the draw up against Mason Sandin. We've seen a lot of Leroy Jamieson taking the draws for the Haudenosaunee, but he is out for this contest. Haudenosaunee with a 23-man roster, and you can dress 20, so they have to scratch a few every game. Here's Brett Bucktooth Jr. at the top, still in the power play for another minute 20. Dawson Battersby. Actually thought Battersby should have been released first because he was the first penalty. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. Down to 3 on the shot clock, and the Haudenosaunee being patient to the point of almost in danger of losing the ball in the 32nd pocket. They do get a shot off, and they get the reset. And what a rip. Dalen John Hill with a couple of fakes, trying to convince Canada he's going with the pass. They bought into it, and John Hill rips it home to pull them back within a goal. It's 3-2, a pair of power play goals for the Haudenosaunee. This time it'll be Trace Hill taking the draw for the Haudenosaunee. I've seen a lot of players in this tournament, and we are right on the center line watching these faceoffs, who don't tuck the backside of the mesh in to their stick when they're taking a faceoff. Very unusual to see them with the bag sticking out on the bottom of the stick, because if you touch the ball before the whistle is blown, you give away possession, and they're getting pretty close. So there's no benefit to having that bag sticking down there. You want to have it actually tucked in so you can get the pinch in, just get the ball right into that stick. Oh, a little unusual. Anyway, just what I've been noticing. Oh, nice feed in tight in the goal. Great finish. Lagawine Elijah takes the pass after a very convincing fake from Caleb Reset. So we're all tied up 3-3, 5 minutes in. given how strong the goaltenders and the defensive units are for these teams, we thought we might see more of a defensive battle. We have some very high-scoring games in the tournament. But keeping up the pace, the offensive talent is winning out so far here in this round-robin wrap-up game. Remember, the winner of this game will finish first overall, go 3-0. And we'll play fourth place Poland in the semifinals tomorrow at 8 o'clock. The loser will have the 5 p.m. semifinal against number 3 United States, who beat Poland in the last game just a few hours ago. Well, it ended about an hour and a half ago. Canada gets the ball across center, but nobody there to pick it up. So Garen John has it, throws it down. They had a great chance for Bucktooth, but couldn't get it to him. He's thinking about the dunk. Canada really taking him away. Here's Garen John behind the net. Bucktooth. Watched by Matt Hamill. Been playing mostly offense. And Bucktooth goes right around him. No shame in that. I mean, Bucktooth goes around a lot of people. He's so quick. Great feet. And very dangerous, but he is stopped there by Robertson. Battersby can't connect on the pass to Meridian. Jones got it and fights out from the checking along the board, sprinting around. He's so quick. Gets it off to Meridian in Canada with 20 still on the shot clock. Oh, Meridian was cutting. They just missed him. Now the cutter is Lomas. His pass doesn't get through, but it goes off a Haudenosaunee player. The Haudenosaunee they're all arguing. I didn't think the rest of it together. I didn't think it hit a Haudenosaunee player. They don't either. Even the Canadian looked surprised when they were giving him possession. Trent Meridian probably needs to do a bit better job selling that one. Just say, oh yeah, that's our ball. Because he was just like, really? You're giving me the ball? And it will be Haudenosaunee possession. I think they got that one right. Good on the refs. Gathering. Get that going. Little hidden ball trick, and Dalen John Hill's trying to sell it. Nobody's even looking at him. Here's Elijah. Down to Douglas Thompson. On the run, shoots it, stopped by Robertson. Outlet pass. Nice catch by Roost. Great trail check by Douglas Thompson that may have thrown Roost off. He did kind of fight it off and got his shot, but not sure it was the same. Head coach Paul Stewart gives him a fist bump, says good effort. He is assisted by Andy Bolt and Todd Wilfong. The GM for Canada is Jeff Dowling, unable to be here, but with us in spirit. Haudenosaunee coached by Brandon Francis, the head coach, and assistants Rich Kilgore and Brett Bucktooth. GM Cam Hill. Mike Benedict also helping out with coaching. They have quite a staff. That ball bouncing around, comes back into play, swatted down by Nathan Jones. The 30 was about to expire anyway, so he just tapped it ahead. Here, Haudenosaunee we're going to get it. And here comes Mason Sandin. Nice job getting through the forecheck. Hands it off there to Caleb Merced. He's just going to have to wait for the rest of the offense to get out now. Here they go. Bucktooth across to the far side to Elijah. Gets through, gets a shot and scores. What a rip. Dropping the head of the stick goes low. The underhand shot finds a spot in the corner. And is that 3 straight goals for the Haudenosaunee? I believe it was a 3-1 lead for Canada. Oh no, it was 2-1. Then Dalen John Hill it was 2-0 for Canada, and the 2 power play goals in a row were what tied it up. Then Canada went ahead to Liam Deach with the shorthanded marker. I'm not sure that was shorthanded. And then the goal from Lagawine Elijah. Back-to-back, actually, for Elijah. And they're pushing for more. Losing the ball as he hit the turf was Colton Firk. Tried to pick it back up, but the Haudenosaunee all over him. And John Hill has it, hands it off there to Reset, who goes to the far side to Garen John. Here's Bucktooth. Blast from the outside by Douglas Thompson. It's going to be scooped on the run by Hiltz. Oh, nice work by Hayden Hiltz to force his way over to the middle to a good shooting angle under the checking pressure of Dalen John Hill, but just couldn't get the shot exactly where he wanted. Floated a little bit high and wide. And Haudenosaunee come back. This quarter is flying by. We're already almost 11 minutes in. Battle along the boards in a wrestling match. A late push. Thought we might have a couple of penalties. Would have been one each way coming out of that. Oh, and we do have one. Just one penalty. I thought there might have been one the other way, but it's going to be Tontu Van Dommelen. Slashing call gets 2 or less. Canada, golden opportunity to tie things back up. Canada going strong right with Carter McKay at the top of the power play. Kenny Porter and Aubrey Tallchief are the top men on the penalty kill. And the low guys, Mason Sandin and Tontu Van Dommelen. It's actually Arrow Booth going to the box. 84, not 88, my mistake. I was going to say, how'd the guy just went to the penalty box? How's he killing the penalty? Yeah, I looked at the wrong number. Makes sense, because Arrow Booth was the forward. He was up in the offensive zone. And Van Dommelen plays in a primarily defensive game. That forecheck pressure leads to a pickoff. Oh, there's a big save. Rugs Daibo turns to the side. Canada, though, remains on the power play and has the ball with a fresh 30. Meridian at the righty shooter spot. And Tobias Wilson had 4 goals in the last game for Canada down on the righty crease. Matt Hamill, 7-point man and player of the game in the first game for Canada. He's at the shooter spot right there. And we've got Liam Dietz, the player of the game for Canada in the second game, is down on the crease. Their lefties have been very effective. I mean, their offense obviously exploded in the game against Poland. That ball just eluding Mason Sandin. Roost on him. Got 15 left on the shot clock. They can kill all but 25 of the penalty. And Sandin just hanging on to it, gives it up now to Bucktooth. Long shot from the outside at the end of the 30. And Canada does have 24 seconds to work with. So a fairly full shot clock here. They do go lefty strong with Nathan Jones at the top. He is quick. Watch. He's going to, at some point, move the ball. And there he goes. He'll set a pick. He'll cut through the middle. Looking for the roll off the pick. Hamill wasn't able to get it to him. Arrow Booth is released, heads up the floor. Canada scores. I don't mind the strategy from Booth, but he had Hamill back, so it was a 4-on-4 basically. But what a tap home. Nice play by Canada. Dawson Battersby takes the pass from Nathan Jones. And Canada has tied it up, 4-4. All thought, I've been talking to lots of people before this game, everyone was excited. The entire court concourse is ringed with fans. There are fans seated in the seating area beside us. We've got people in the restaurant area behind the Haudenosaunee goal for this quarter. Canada to the offense, trying to get a shot through, and there's penalty coming. Tobias Wilson was flattened from behind, and that's going to be illegal cross-check. Aubrey Tallchief can't believe it. Wow, the fans are already getting fired up.
17, cross-check 2.
So Canada ties it up, and now with 1:32 left in the first quarter, returns to the power play. Strong right again. Once again, McKay up at the top. Takes it from Hamill. Oh, it's off the post. Inch the other way, and that's in. There's Tonti Van Dommelen running the floor, evades the check. Fraser from Canada getting way up on Porter. He took the pass. Oh, what an effort by Porter. Canada lost the seal. He was able to evade them. He's so quick. Yeah, Byzantine came in, didn't quite get the angle he wanted. There's a glove coming off. Okay. Yeah, one of the Canadian defenders lost his glove. I think it was Cole Pottle. And they will get it over to him. Robertson corrals that, hands it off to Moranian. 10 seconds left for Canada to work with. See if they lead on this power play before the end of the period. Moranian gets a shot, it bounces up out of play. They'll have 2.7 or 3.7. We got Jones running in. He's the uncovered guy. Oh, it's blown in. They get the shot off. It's wide, and we will go to the end of the first 15 minutes of play. Canada 4, Haudenosaunee 4. There'll be 28 seconds left on the Canadian power play. So the face-off to start the second quarter will be critical, and we will be back for that in 2 minutes. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the World Under-18 Lacrosse Championship from RiverWorks in Buffalo. Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends. We're ready to roll with quarter number 2 of a game that is living up to its advanced billing. Canada now going left to right in their red and black. Haudenosaunee now going right to left in the white with the purple and gold. Trace Hill for Canada, Trace Hill for the Haudenosaunee, Cooper Joyce for Canada. Hill pulls it back between the legs, He'll scrum half approach and is grabbed there by Tontu Van Dommelen. It's a nifty little bounce pass across to Jamison Bucktooth, and they're going to be able to kill the rest of this penalty. RB Tall Chief will be released in 8 seconds. Oh, it's an illegal pick on the Haudenosaunee, so Canada will get the ball and they'll have 6 to work with. Unlikely they're going to try a shot unless they get that to Brady right away. It didn't get through his tip. He does catch it. Canada with possession. There's Nathan Jones. Tries to feed it through to Hamill. Almost grabbed by McKay. Couldn't quite get the shot off. There's a save by Daibo. But Canada gets it back fresh 30. McKay running out of the area behind the net. Up to Jones. McKay's got to get over to the side. And he will go up to the top. They hit the cutter. Jones, what a finish. Daibo looked like he was leaning on his post and kind of slid out from under him. That's a beautiful passing play and a nice finish. Touch by Nathan Jones. Put that one home. Nobody able to get possession yet off the draw. Now they do. Jamison Bucktooth into the offensive zone. Fights his way out, dangling the ball in one hand. Feet slide out from under him. He still hangs on to it, shovels it over. Even something as fairly innocuous as that, Jamison Bucktooth can look amazing. And another play, he gets the shot off. Byzantine comes away with the ball. He'll zip up the floor. Covering a lot of ground. Byzantine really showing his quickness, and they're right on the crease. Great opportunity, but Mason Luoma is denied by Rudes Daibo. And at the other end, they convert Odo Martin to one of the best players for the Haudenosaunee in this tournament, and he continues to be dangerous, connecting on that one, making it 5-5 on the outlet pass from Daibo. Joyce and Hill once again. Hill pulls it back. Trent Meridian comes away with it, looks up the floor, nobody there. Wrap check attempt. Then runs into another defender. One of the things, I'm down in the booth here, right at floor level, and it's not the view I'm used to having for calling a lot of games, but it's pretty interesting. You really get a sense of the speed and the physicality of the game when you're down this close. So you don't, you can miss it when you're up higher. Meridian taps it ahead after some intense checking from Mason Sandin. Meridian gets it, tries the toe drag, can't get it through. And there's a late hit. Canada wants a call. Because Meridian was flattened after he'd taken the shot. You got a little time to finish your check there. That one was a touch on the late side. Bounce pass to Elijah. Heads down to Douglas Thompson. Watched by Roost. Thompson gets it back. That pass is going to go awry though, and it'll go the length of the floor. That's over and back. Canada gets it. Carter McKay heading into the corner. It actually rolls back behind Rudes Daibo. Okay. Illegal substitution being called on Canada. I know the teams aren't thrilled about getting those calls, but they've been called all weekend. It's clear that they're going to be called, and you just have to be prepared for it. So Dawson Battersby will come and serve that for Canada. And the Haudenosaunee wastes no time, scoring 9 seconds into that man advantage. Jamison Bucktooth is on the board, taking the pass from Garen John. Haudenosaunee back in front. Bucktooth fighting through the defense, splits the double team, and gets the pass across. Elijah just kind of puts his shoulder in, trying to establish some contact. So, and another goal. The Haudenosaunee getting on a bit of a run here. So Bucktooth, you do not want to let him get hot. That is a 7-5 lead now for the Haudenosaunee. So Canada got off to the 2-0 lead in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Haudenosaunee responded, tied it up. Canada got another one. Then the two power play goals, or sorry, the first two of the power play goals from the Haudenosaunee. Canada got one. Haudenosaunee got 4-3. Canada 2 in a row to get up 5-4. Now the Haudenosaunee respond with a pair. Bucktooth Jr., that is. We'll call it Brett Bucktooth Jr. the Junior. And penalty behind the play to Canada. This game is being called tightly. Looks like Levi Roost. Illegal cross check for Roost. And with the Haudenosaunee on a run, they're going to get a chance to continue adding to this lead. Bucktooth will be at the top as they go strong left. Hiltz and Fraser at the top for Canada's penalty killers. Down low, they've got Pottle and Byzantine. That shot's going to bounce up and out of play. Bit of a break for Canada. They'll get possession. And with a minute and a half to go in the penalty, they could have killed most of it, but they go for the outlet pass. And it doesn't connect. Fresh set of penalty killers. Well, yeah, Hiltz and Liam Lutza at the top. But they are sticking actually with Pottle and Byzantine. Pottle 7, Byzantine 9. So they go for the sticks on the outside. For the men down low. Bucktooth steps around it, shoots, misses. Oh, it did go off the goaltender, just grazed him. So they get a fresh 30 as they pick that one back up. John Hill. There's Garen John. They go backdoor to Bucktooth. Gets away from him. He does snag it with one hand off the boards. Underhand pass across the floor. Back to him. And he just missed. Garen Hill. Toe drag right through the check of Byzantine. And another fresh 30 for the Haudenosaunee as they pick up that rebound. All kinds of pressure and probably some tired defenders for Canada. You can see a little bit of heavy-footedness. Underhand pass to behind the net. There's Bucktooth. Will rip one. That's high and above the net. Trying to get after it. He does grab it. That's Liam Lutza. He's heading for the net. It's going to be a penalty. He's going to get that back, and Canada will have a fresh 30. They can actually kill their own penalty. Oh, play is blown down. And that's a tough break for Canada. Pretty big mistake because that means they don't have the ability. They would have been able to run around and kill the final 13 seconds on their penalty and had the full 2 minutes to work with on the power play. Now we'll go 4-on-4 for 13 seconds, and then the Canadians will go to the man advantage. That call was for holding on the breakaway attempt for Canada. Canada's just going to hang on until Roast gets released. And they've got Carter McKay ready to go out and join the power play. As he does, takes the ball, hands it off to Meridian, who steps around, gets a shot, little save there, just reaching down to make the stop with Roots Daibo. Canada gets a fresh 30. They'll start with the ball in the corner. Hamill gets it back. Aubrey Tallchief and Mason Sandin are the high men on the penalty kill. Gotta watch out for them, getting ready to take off. That shot just a little bit up over the crease. Kenny Porter was actually low on the penalty kill. He's often up top because he is so dangerous, breaking up the floor. Tontu Van Dommelen, the other penalty killer on that one for the Haudenosaunee. There's Douglas Thompson killing some time. Ball bounces away. Bucktooth is able to corral it. Got 20 left on the shot clock, 55 left on the penalty. Fraser was running ahead. They thought about headmanning, then he stops. So Byzantine runs it, actually tosses it back to Jack Dulong, who's been very good. The Nova Scotia native, the only East Coaster on the club. We'll leave it there for Nathan Jones. Hamill fires one just a little bit high. I like Hamill's presence up there. We just missed on that one. There's Mason Sandin, who's been everywhere for the Haudenosaunee tonight. Douglas Thompson. Brissett gives it back to this side to Errol Booth. Penalty expires. And Brett Bucktooth will immediately go in and join the offense. And with just a few seconds left, he'll then pass it off and head for the bench to get a defender out. But Haudenosaunee get it back with a fresh 30, and Jameson Bucktooth from the outside, stopped by Robertson. Haudenosaunee player diving into the crease. That was Douglas Thompson. That'll be a violation. And Canada will start with the ball. Trent Meridian heading up. Errol Booth watching him, so he'll just lob it ahead. Finds Deach, who tries to hit the cutting Battersby. They roll it up top, and McKay will head down the wing, or down the alley. Shot from the outside, stopped by Daibo. Oh, Battersby splits the D with a little one-hand toe drag. Ball's going to bounce off the backboard, so the 30 will expire on Canada. Haudenosaunee will come back the other way. We're just 5 minutes or so from the end of the first half. Oh, where's that? 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Once again, the one little stretch of light is out. Makes a 6 look like a 5. Jones leaves it there. Hamill comes across the top. Checked by McKay Jimerson. This is Meridian coming in from the corner. Tries to hit Jones. It's a little low. He does catch it. Gets a pick from Battersby. From behind the net, Meridian. Brissett gets all up on him. Bouncer, no problem for Daibo, who just took away the angle that Meridian had. Now the outlet pass. Here's Porter. Catches it at his hip. Drives in. Nice play. A good hustle by Levi Roost to harass him. We saw Roost with a breakaway earlier where he was checked by a Haudenosaunee player racing back. Now Roost returns the favor. Denies that scoring opportunity. We enter the final 5 minutes of the half. Haudenosaunee up by a pair, 7-5. Quite a game. Remember, these men are all under 18 years of age. Very impressive, the level of skill, talent, athleticism, and drive that these guys are showing. Here's Elijah. Heads down towards the boards. Ball is tipped and grabbed by Byzantine. He's got a 2-on-1. Screaming down with him is Cole Pottle. He'll shoot. Pretty good decision, but the save by Rugs Daibo nullifies it. All kinds of forecheck pressure from Byzantine. It's just gliding down the floor beside Caleb Merced, trying to take away any chance for him to push the ball into a scoring opportunity. Here's Jamison Bucktooth. Feeds it through. Nice two-man game. And the finish. Very good pass. And Dalen John Hill makes the most of it. And the Haudenosaunee have 4 straight goals. Remember, they trailed 5-4. Then Hodo Martin on the breakaway. Jamison Bucktooth back-to-back. Goals just 26 seconds apart. And now, 8 minutes almost after that, 7.5 minutes after that, they get another one to maintain that run. And here's another one coming. That is Mason Sandin, who's been great defensively, and now gets in on the offense. The Haudenosaunee with a 5-goal run have pulled ahead 9-5. Absolutely huge. And the Haudenosaunee win the faceoff. Ball in the stick of Brett Bucktooth Jr. Now it's Jamison Bucktooth. That shot rattled around the feet of Robertson. Bucktooth almost knocked it down as he was forechecking on the crease. But the pass does get out to Liam Lutza, and he's able to get into the offensive zone. Still has it, spins away, gets a pick from Luoma. They hand it off to Hamill. Battersby tries for the give and go. Can't quite connect with Radian. Battersby out. Oh, nice play, but Luomo was stopped. It's going to be Canadian possession. Oh, no, it's not. Matt Hamill was mistaken. He went to pick it up, seemed quite confident that it was his ball, while the rest of the Canadians ran off. But he was the one who was mistaken. It is Haudenosaunee ball, and they move up into the offensive zone into the final 3 minutes of this first half. Quite a game. Can Canada stay with them? We got a penalty coming now. I think that's going to be Bucktooth Jr. It's a high stick. Illegal cross check. So big opportunity for Canada as they have been getting run on here. Not in the sense of transition too much, just more a run for the Haudenosaunee with 5 straight goals. Huge response would help them get going. We're into the final 2.5 of this half. Haudenosaunee have it and trying to fight through the forechecking pressure was Aubrey Tallchief, and he does it. What a job. Come away with that ball. Get it over center and hand it off to Kenny Porter. Porter going to the net. He's going to pass it down low. Nope. Thought he was going to try to get it down to Sandin. Given how hot he's been, it would have been a good pass, but he just got tied up in the defensive pressure, forced the turnover, and Canada back into the offense. Matt Hamill setting things up. Strong right, Carter McKay at the top. He'll get it back from Meridian and give it back to him immediately. Hamill was thinking shot, didn't catch the ball first. Here comes Sandin. Driving to the net, and he's bulldog to the ground. Not in a penalty kind of way, just good defensive work on transition defense there by Trent Meridian. His predecessor, Mike, his forebear, was a longtime Canadian and pro lacrosse player. Here's Meridian to Jones. They can't connect on the pass in the middle. 3 on the shot clock. Hamill passes across, good patience, and they get the shot off on the back door with that last second pass to Tobias Wilson, but it's swallowed up by Rugs Daibo. 45 seconds to go. 10 on the shot clock for the Haudenosaunee. And obviously, they'd love to score a goal. Good scenario for them as the penalty expires would be to get a reset. That's off the crossbar. Almost went out of play, which would have served that function. And now they do get it, and there's only 30 seconds left. Time out. There are 2 per game. The Haudenosaunee and head coach Brandon Francis use one of them now. Jameson Bucktooth and Marcus Byzantine jawing at each other. So the Haudenosaunee can set up for a last shot, try to double up Canada. This was a very close game for a long stretch, and then this kind of elongated run by the Haudenosaunee. Has staked them to a solid lead. Brett Bucktooth, I guess senior. Hard to think of Brett Bucktooth as a senior. He still seems like a very young man. Looks like he could still play. In pretty good shape. He will draw up a play for his offense. Rooks Daibo has come to the bench. I would assume he will stay there for the extra attacker. Yeah, he's going right into the bench. So they're going to send out 6. Canada has their defenders heading out for the 6-on-5 defense. And Ethan Robertson, who I think is in his final 30 seconds of play in this game. I believe Canada is going to alternate their goalies for the 2 halves as they've done throughout the tournament. We'll see. Haudenosaunee may well stick with Roogs Daibo throughout this game. Here they go. They're going to start with Dalen John Hill. With possession, 29.7 on the clock, 30 on the shot clock. They just get the 6th attacker out as Lacrosse Elijah will get it. They're going to wait up at the top until about 8 seconds. $15 to go. And Roost, as they were looking at the clock, he kind of sneaks out, backdoor attempt, but Robertson was all over his post, actually kind of tucked himself into his net. And it will be Haudenosaunee possession, and they score. Was that in? I think that was after the buzzer. Does it count? Are they kind of haven't seen the signal? Have you seen the signal? They're celebrating. Looks like we have a goal at the buzzer. There you go. So, not how they drew it up, but it works out for the Haudenosaunee. They go up 10-5, doubling Canada through the first 30 minutes, and it will be fascinating to see how things come out as these teams hit the floor in the second half. We're going to take a 12-minute break, and we'll be back for the final 30 minutes of the final round-robin game of the 2022 World Under-18 Lacrosse Championship here at RiverWorks in Buffalo. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy your break. Come back. There's a lot more excitement to come this evening. Here we go, lacrosse friends. We are ready to roll with the second half of the final round-robin game. It is Haudenosaunee 10, Canada 5, after the slightly controversial get those easy goals or would be a boon for Canada. They're going to turn over possession on the first. Well, the first time they have the ball right now with a 5-goal lead. Get an outlet pass from Canada's new goalkeeper. They've been switching at every halftime now. Nathan Whittam is in. Bucktooth with 4 goals and 2 assists. And you know he's going to be bombs. He's a good passer for Canada. His game. Nathan Jones, the only one with more than 1 goal. Transition leads the team with 3 points, 2 goals, and 1 helper. Canada back on the offense, and they get a chance. Raking right to the net was Mason Luomo, but he was turned aside. They do get the rebound. Meridian tries to pass to the back door. Hamill couldn't quite get it. He just got just a little deep. Timing was slightly off. Nice hustle by Luomo to get a defender out. Meridian will stay and check on Trace Hill. The double team trying to force him back. Here's Duggar Thompson. Lobs it up top to Errol Booth. Caleb Merced on the near side. They actually moved the ball already. Garen John pinned along the boards, has the ball stripped. Oh, and they run into the goaltender, and the Canadians are not going to like that, as Nathan Whittam was flipped over backwards onto his keister. And an unsportsmanlike call to Jack Dulong, who's arguing the non-call.
Red penalty, 8, 2 minutes, conduct.
So Haudenosaunee strong left on the power play. Looking to strike first in the second half and extend their lead. Bucktooth backdoor, quick stick, nice catch. What a save, just snagging it in the air. They try and get it ahead to Roos, but it's picked off by Bucktooth, and the Haudenosaunee go back to the offense and the power play setup. Here's Bucktooth. Back up to Bucktooth Jr. Booth to Garen John, and they get it up to Brett Bucktooth Jr. Behind the back to Jamison Bucktooth. Bucktooth Jr. shoots. That one's wide. They get it back. 5 to shoot. Oh! Jamison Bucktooth. I do not know what it is about what he does that gets goalies leaning the other way, but it happens all the time. And from our angle, we're pretty much straight behind Jamison Bucktooth at the lefty shooter spot, and he just gets goalies leaning to their right all the time. Even though they know they should be on their post, his fakes are so convincing that they just go for them. And that's a power play goal for Canada. Ball still loose, but then it is snagged there by Haudenosaunee defender, forward Brett Bucktooth Jr. Looking at the Canadian list and thinking Waylon Allstock, who is a defender, but Bucktooth playing up front. Here's Duggar Thompson. Saved by Whittam. Gets it to Roost. He's got Jones across on the far side, and then the trailer. He'll give it to the trailer, Trent Meridian. Meridian tries to duck underneath. Watched by one defender, Blaze Becker, and Kenny Porter coming to help. He was lurking, just waiting. Penalty coming to the Haudenosaunee, and it'll be snagged by Roogs Daibo, who has stayed in for the Haudenosaunee. As we suspected, he was going to play the whole game. And it'll be a slashing call to Brett Bucktooth Jr. He'll serve 2 minutes or less. Canada wants to get back into this one. The power play opportunity would be a good way to get it going.
Hey, that's a 5. Wound right up and everything. 66-5. So 5 flash.
So it's a major penalty to Bucktooth. It's not a 2-minute minor, it's a 5-minute major. So that's a good opportunity for Canada. Can of course score a pair of goals on this power play, and Bucktooth will have to serve 5, even if Canada gets a couple. Then he'd be released on the next stoppage after that. Of course, if they have scored 0 or 1 when the 5 expires, he will be released onto the floor. Oh, it's a tough break for Canada. Trent Meridian. Usually when that happens, it just tipped off the tip of the stick. It's usually a question of the player starting to do something before he's caught the ball. And then on the change right by the box, Canada's taking the penalty. It's going to be an interference call, I would guess, as just a bit of a collision. The Haudenosaunee player trying to change. He gets bumped over. And this is all time off the major to Bucktooth Jr. that's ticking away. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The Haudenosaunee would love to get one and get a reset. Dunk attempt is going to be a crease foul. The 30 expired before the crease violation. So Dawson Battersby was the in-home for Canada. Will go and serve it, and we'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And then there'll be 2:08 remaining on Canada's power play.
Cross check. 2.
So it's an illegal cross check, could have been interference, lots of things you could have called there. Bucktooth over there. I was going to say at the top of the power play, but it's of course not a power play. It is the 4-on-4 at this point. Dalen John Hill snuck one around the defender. Pretty good shot using the defender as a screen, but Whittam was ready for it, and Whittam is talking to the officials, trying to point out some of the things that Canada is seeing in the game as it goes along. Carter McKay back up top to Tobias Wilson. Nice job fighting through the check there by Deach. Save was made. Deach is on his back. Grabbed by Aubrey Tallchief. He's going to run out of the check and just sprint up over center. Good wheels, and then throws on the brakes and hands it off here to Calum Reset. John Hill coming off the bench. Hands it off to Arrow Booth. Booth rips one, another stop by Whittam. But it's going to come right back out, and Arrow Booth will just let that roll. He's in no rush to pick it up. There's no over and back. And the shot clock won't start again. He's just going to let the time tick away. Now he'll pick it up and come forward. Good for Haudenosaunee to keep the clock running. Reset. Feeds it through, a nice pick and roll. Oh, it's underneath. He doesn't see where it is. No, that you can't just tap it in. That wouldn't have counted anyway. Arrow Booth tried to just poke it into the net, hit the post, but you have to possess it in the mesh of the stick there, so it would have been no goal anyway. It's a good idea, though, if he was able to pick it up and just kind of shovel it, but it's a tricky play to make that work when the goalie's coming to find it. Meridian's shot goes 5-hole, but it's stopped by Roots Daibo. A pair of Haudenosaunee defenders went after it, but it bounces away, is picked up by Tobias Wilson. Luoma was sitting on the back door looking for it. Now Battersby comes out and will join the now power play for Canada. And Canada scores power play goal. Mason Luoma with that goal for Canada. They've got one on the major. Ball bouncing around off the faceoff, and Canada comes away with it in the stick of Hayden Hilt. We'll push into the offensive zone, hand it off, and go to the bench. Canada still on the power play, a minute 44 left in the slashing major to Bucktooth Jr. Ball almost picked off, and now breaking away will get it is Aubrey Tallchief. Going to put the shoulder in. Oh, big hit by Matt Hamlin on the way back. Tallchief tried to initiate the contact, and Hamlin just won on that physical battle. Haudenosaunee going to get the ball, or are they? Oh, and Dulong just runs over Gohei Lazor as Lazor went to pick the ball up. Didn't get it, so we had to stop and try and go back to it. And Dulong was just running along and just let his momentum carry him in. The big Nova Scotian. Under 18 years of age, and Josh Dulong is 6'4", 215 pounds. Solid out there. Playing very well in this tournament. Bucktooth, so elusive, but then makes the pass straight into the stick of Levi Roost. Roost going for a run. Good awareness to see where Douglas Thompson was on the back check and avoid it. Get the ball handed off to the offense, Trent Meridian. Luoma back out to Hamill. Skip across. Backdoor Luoma. There's another one. Back-to-back goals for Mason Luoma. He's angling to have the lefties get all the Player of the Game awards. All right, we're back underway. And Canada with a bit of momentum. A couple of goals in a row from Mason Luoma. Haudenosaunee with possession off the face-off, Dalen John Hill. There's Jameson Bucktooth. Canada gets possession back as that one gets up out of play. Lutza with the pass out, and Colton Firk keeps it moving. There's Trent Meridian, nice move to get by Bucktooth. Just ducking underneath. Looking back door to Luoma. He was feeling it. He wants the ball, but there is no passing lane, and it's going to be snagged by Rubes Daibo. Outlet pass a little bit far for McKay Jimerson, and it's going to be tracked down in the defensive zone by Hayden Hills. He'll circle, looking ahead. Oh, they've got a chance. No, that lane wasn't there. Trent Meridian saw Hamill. I think Hodo Martin may have been baiting him a little bit, like a cornerback, just waiting to pounce, and it works. Pick off by Hodo Martin. Blast from the outside. That one's wide. Scooped up by Canada. They are breaking out. Nice wheels here by Lutza. Shoots the arm save. Throwing up that right hand was Daibo. And there's the outlet pass to Kenny Porter. Bucktooth. Passes it down, gets away into the corner. Oh, great save, sliding across on the one knee by Nathan Whittam. Goes back to the Haudenosaunee there, and they get a fresh 30. Going to the net, John Hill looking for the hat trick. Whittam, another save. Canadian defender without a stick, so Byzantine just tries to make himself big. And penalty coming. I think it's going to be they're going to say check from behind. There'll be Waylon Allstock going to the box. Brett Bucktooth Jr. is released after his major expires, and then we get to the next hard stoppage on the penalty to Waylon Allstock. Check from behind. And the Haudenosaunee, who've given up the last 2 goals, have a chance to respond to that. Haudenosaunee using the goalie water break. It's a bit of a timeout. Get their power play set. Hiltz and Fraser at the top for Canada. They're looking for some transition even here on the penalty kill. That'll be Dulong and Byzantine, the low men on the PK. Here's Dale and John Hill to Bucktooth Jr. down to Bucktooth. Back to Bucktooth. They go quick side-to-side passing, but Dulong comes away with it. Races up the floor. Dulong hanging on to it. Good job protecting the ball and not thumbing it. Yep. Oh, and the check. Good, effective checking eventually by Mason Sandin. Knocks the ball out of the stick of Dulong, and it gets away into the mesh. Possession for the Haudenosaunee. They go to the power play. Bucktooth gets it back from John Hill. That's an illegal pick on the Haudenosaunee. Canada has possession. Outlet pass to Roost. Heading to the net. Nice job by Mason Sandin to go take away the angle. Hamill. Directed into the boards, and then the double team, triple team from the Haudenosaunee. Fighting through, the ball's out. Hamill's trying to fight to get back to it. And the 30 will expire, but we have a penalty coming. Too many men. On. Haudenosaunee. Too many. So, that will make us 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. Then Waylon Allstock will be released. Canada will go to the power play. Caleb Reset, the in-home for the Haudenosaunee, will come and serve this. Luoma, who has a hat trick, tried to feed that one through, and it is picked off. Not sure what happened with that pass. It looked like Tontu Van Dommel was trying to move it ahead. Now he's going to go back. Bucktooth will go and get it. Oh, great effort, but it's stopped. Oh, yeah, that's a penalty. Van Dommel is going to take one, check into the crease. He just cannot chop down on the goalie stick while he has the ball in the crease. Even if he has a foot in the crease, he is not fair game. Yeah, not much question. Goalie interference. Oh, they're going to call slashing. So Canada with the 5-on-3 as Allstock's penalty just ended. So they're going to leave Roost up top as the safety outlet. And they're just getting Hamill out to be the, one of the 4 power play guys. The shot from Meridian as he was wide open in the slot, but he was stopped by Daibo. Nifty move by Aubrey Tallchief. Get up into the offensive zone. He still got it on the penalty kill. Watched by Meridian. And I would think Canada's going to try and put some pressure on the ball. Now 2 Haudenosaunee players heading to change. Oh, and the face mask of Douglas Thompson knocked up over his face as he is flattened. And Canada gets the ball back, heads into the offensive zone. Here's Meridian. Hard rip by Jones. Hodo Martin trying to pick that one up. He gets it. Dawson Battersby forges his way up into the offensive zone. Just 7 left on the one Haudenosaunee penalty. Brissett will be released. 2-1, and he is out. He's going to go back and join the defense. Oh, but it's too late. He gets there just in time to bump Meridian after his shot. It's a power play marker. And the good news for the Haudenosaunee is that because that came about 3 seconds after the first penalty ended, the goal then wipes out the power play or the penalty to Tontu Van Dommelen. And both penalties for the Haudenosaunee are done. Canada gets the goal, but the power play ends. We've got 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Canada on a bit of a roll. That's 3 straight for them. Of course, that's coming off a 7-5 run by the Haudenosaunee, who had been down 5-4, and then scored 7 straight goals, go up 11-5 with the first goal of the second half here, a few minutes in. But now, back-to-back power play goals by Mason Loma, and then the marker by Trent Meridian. And that will be the end of the third quarter. The score, Haudenosaunee 11, Canada 8. Canada with momentum, Haudenosaunee with the lead. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter of this final round-robin game at the World Under-18 Lacrosse Championship here at RiverWorks in Buffalo. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. Can't wait to get back and finish this one up. It's a good game. See you in a minute. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2022 World Under-18 Lacrosse Championship at RiverWorks in Buffalo. I'm Steven Stamp. It is the fourth quarter underway here at the final round-robin game. Haudenosaunee 11, Canada 8. Canada with 3 straight goals in response to a 7-goal Haudenosaunee run. There are 8 players in that scrum working for that ball, and it will be Trace Hill coming away with it. Hands it off. Oh, trying to make a move to duck away was Kalen Brissett, but it dropped out of his stick. Sorry, folks, had myself muted there. That's some really interesting calls. We'll just have to make up for that. As Jamison Bucktooth lets one fly from the outside. He'll track it down, pick it up near center. Here's Garen John. Back to Bucktooth Jr. over to Bucktooth. Gets a pick from John Hill. Oh, and Bucktooth just drops the head of the stick. Such a dangerous shooter. Finds a little hole and squeezes it past Nathan Whittam. Make it 12-8 and break the run that Canada was on. Get the Haudenosaunee some momentum back. Haudenosaunee go ahead. DeLong with a good face-off pull back. And Canada gets possession. They throw it ahead to DeLong. Chance for Deach. That one's turned aside. And what actually missed the net. They're saying it was touched by Haudenosaunee, so Deach will pick it up back over center. Hamill. Behind the back pass to Deach. Nice feed. Twister attempt. Roots Daibo stops that one. Haudenosaunee with possession. Garen John finds Dale and John Hill. Backdoor attempt. Went too far the other way. Douglas Thompson, great chance. Went back across the green to the far side as Whittam came sliding across, but he hit off the post. Fresh 30 though as the Haudenosaunee pick it back up. Behind the back, good shot. Quick release by Jamison Bucktooth. But it was stopped, and here comes Canada the other way. They're going to transition every chance they get. They had Dulong and Lutza both up the floor on that one. Jamison Bucktooth behind the net, changes direction. Backdoor attempt on the offside. Not able to get his shot, was reset. Forecheck pressure from Bucktooth, just kind of hip pins Cooper Joyce for the boards. And it works as the Haudenosaunee come away with it. Kalen Reset getting the ball. That pass doesn't connect with Bucktooth. It's going to be grabbed by Byzantine. Nope, it gets away from him. Roos tries to get it. Instead, it's Bucktooth Jr. The clock was reset. Shouldn't have been a fresh 30. So they have the count on the floor, and the Haudenosaunee have to get one. And they do. Garen John gets the shot off and gets his own rebound. Now they do have a fresh 30. Haudenosaunee go back to work on offense. Arrow Booth to the far side. And here is Dale and John Hill. Oh, nice finish. Bucktooth Jr. on the two-man game takes the little touch pass and just sweep shot over to the far side to make it 13-8 Haudenosaunee. Face-off violation on the Haudenosaunee. Canada will get possession with a 5-goal deficit to try to overcome. Of course, the more important games coming up, we have semifinals tomorrow and then the medal matches on Monday. But you know both teams want to win this. Of course, the challenge for the team that loses here, they will face a hungry and improving U.S. team with 14 players on it from the team that won a silver medal at last year's U16 Worlds in Messina. And they're going to want to get back and have another shot at gold, as that is a program on the rise. The winner of this game will face Poland in the 8 p.m. game. Tried to feed it through to Bucktooth Jr. He couldn't make the catch. And the first semifinal is at 5 again, the second and third place teams. The second semifinal tomorrow at 8 p.m. between the first and fourth place teams. Violation, Haudenosaunee. Canada comes up into the offensive zone. And Pottle will hand it off to the O. Here's a chance. Hodo Martin gets the strip, gets the ball, heads up into the offense, wisely pulls up and hands it off to Jameson Bucktooth. Duggar Thompson over to Bucktooth. Duggar Thompson looking for the shot, passes. Ball taken away from Reset. And Levi Roost up into the offensive zone. Here's Nathan Jones. Battersby tries to feed the ball through. Jones has a little trouble getting it. Snagged there and off to the races, Aubrey Tallchief. Great hustle on the trail check by Deach, who runs into his goaltender afterwards, but Whittam won't mind that as he helped with that save. We approach the midway point of this fourth quarter. Still 5-goal lead, a 4-goal lead. As a rip from the outside, nice rocket there from Carter McKay. Takes the pass from Matt Hamill. Here's a chance. Oh, big save. Illegal pick, and Canada will get the ball back. Battersby hands it off to Hamill. Ball is loose. Canada trying to get it back. It's going to actually be snagged there by Mason Sandin. Dalen John Hill, moving it around. He gets it back, takes a shot, save, and Whittam staying there because he thought it was still in his ear. It actually had ricocheted away, rolls all the way down the floor, picked up by Jameson Bucktooth. Backdoor attempt doesn't connect. He's tracked down by Jameson Bucktooth. They've got 15 still on the shot clock. John Hill rips from the outside, bounces out. He's going to get it back in a fresh 30. Hands it off to Garen John, who I'm not sure what was going on there. But it does wind up with Bucktooth Jr. behind the net. Here's Jameson Bucktooth. He's knocked down. That one's going to bounce up into the upper deck. The concourse around the top. It's off the Canadian player, so it'll be possession and a fresh 30 for the Haudenosaunee. Two-man game, nice feed and the tuck finish by Garen John, who has 7 assists already in the game and adds a goal there. Canada comes away with possession. Josh Dulong, who's been doing everything for Canada in this game, runs around behind the net. And just drops it there, and that even works out. It went straight to his teammate Dietz, but it pops away from Hayden Hiltz, and Kenny Porter's going to go on the run. It is a back over for Canada, and the Haudenosaunee will get possession. It'll be Lacrosse Elijah going to take the ball. Patience from the Haudenosaunee, setting things up, back up top to Dalen John Hill. Hands it over to Bucktooth. He'll try and duck underneath the check from Fraser. Goes behind the net. Flips it up to Duggar Thompson. His shot stopped by Whittam. Big pick from Battersby to try to spring Luoma. That pass bounced off a Haudenosaunee player, so Canada will get the ball and a fresh 30. Here's Jones. Oh, it's picked off by Hodo Martin. Jones racing back and ties him up. The Haudenosaunee won a holding call and may have an argument there. It's picked up by Hodo Martin behind the back. That goes straight to the belly pad. Here comes Canada breaking out. Yeah, to Carter McKay. That pass is away from Hamlin. It's too high for him to track down. Still bouncing around. He'll be grabbed there by Luoma. Chance for Hamlin. Scores! Nice move. Throws the hard fake. Reaches out across and just tucks that one home. Canada into double digits. It's 14-10 with 3:53 to go. Swooping in to grab that ball is McKay Jimerson for the Haudenosaunee. He'll hand it off to Arrow Booth. Duggar Thompson handed it over to Booth. Goes down in the corner. Elijah circling out. Time is running down on Canada in this final round-robin game. Breaking down is Nathan Jones. Can't get any space, so he's going to toss it over to Battersby. A lot of movement, and they go create an opening. Crim Meridian, nice goal. Canada within 3. Back-to-back goals, 3 goals in a row actually for Canada. Penalty coming to the Haudenosaunee, driving to the net, and they score. It counts. Haudenosaunee is saying it was in the crease before the ball went in, but that is a good goal, and all of a sudden it's 4 in a row for Canada. Sorry, 3 in a row for Canada. A 4-1 run. So Liam Deach gets the goal for Canada. They keep creeping back into this one. Just a couple of goals now. What a comeback. After a very strong run by the Haudenosaunee. Canada with their push. Haudenosaunee with possession. And Bucktooth taking his time. It's an over and back, or no, it's not. The Canada possession either way. Battersby peels out. Watch there by Tall Chief. Canada getting the O set up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Hamill. Lots of time for the Canadians. Battersby comes across the near side. Jones tries to spin underneath. Gets the shot off, but it is swallowed up by Roogs Daibo. Both teams still have their timeouts. They can use one here. Either one. I would expect to see them put into play at some point soon. Into the final 120 of this fourth quarter. Underhand pass over to Dalen John Hill. You hear the Haudenosaunee coaches calling their players to the bench. Make sure they've got D out. Not give Canada a chance for transition. And as Trent Moranian comes off the floor, he's immediately picked up by Mason Sandin, who has been brilliant for the Haudenosaunee in this game. Luoma looking for somebody to get it to. He gets it to Battersby. He pulls it down. You see the Canadians looking for their chances. Luoma just misses on the back door. Haudenosaunee will get it. Run forward by Van Dommelen. Here's a chance for Bucktooth. That one's got up and out of play. We have a timeout on the floor with just 29.7 seconds to go and a 2-goal game.
Shot clock's off.
Here we go, 29.7 seconds. Haudenosaunee with the ball. Canada has to force it. Thought they might even pull the goalie, but it's tough when you're in your defense. The other team has possession in your defensive zone. Good job keeping the ball away by the Haudenosaunee. Bucktooth has it. Lobs it out to Dalen John Hill. They come out on him. Takes the pass and now bounces it over. 5 on the shot clock. The rip. It's going to be a reset. Canada's got it, but that will do it. Time will tick away. The final score, 14 for the Haudenosaunee, 12 for Canada. And these teams are both thinking, a lot of people thinking this could be a gold medal matchup, although watch out for the U.S. in the semifinal against Canada. They had a great game in the round robin. That's going to be a doozy. That will be at 5 p.m. tomorrow. And then at 8 p.m. we'll have Haudenosaunee and Poland in the other semifinal. Stay tuned right now as we'll have the player of the game presentations. So many good performances to choose from. Some really exceptional play out on the floor. We have the teams line up on their restraining lines. Those will be presented. The beautiful epic Dragonfly shafts, specially designed for the tournament. Graham D'Alvia, the president of USIL, will make those presentations. Then we will have the Haudenosaunee anthem, and that will wrap things up for the evening. First, for the Haudenosaunee. One moment. Mason Sandin. It's an appreciative round of applause for his teammate Sandin. All over the floor, scored 1 goal in transition, but it was just tremendous defensively, pushing the pace, pushing it up the floor. Really excellent game from Mason Sandin. And for Canada, the custom shaft, we hand it to Jack Dulong, sorry. Jack Dulong. Tremendous game. Again, solid defensive effort, pushing the pace up the floor. And they'll get a shot of the 2 players of the game. Obviously, Sandin a little happier at this point than Dulong, but both teams will go on to the semis tomorrow. We'll have the Haudenosaunee anthem to wrap up this broadcast. Make sure you're with us tomorrow. Again, 5 p.m. Canada, U.S., 8 p.m. Haudenosaunee, Poland. We're going to wrap things up for tonight with the Haudenosaunee anthem. We'll see you soon.
go. Don't take off.